Okay, what time
Wait,
is it?
What
it's
time is it?
8 o'clock.
8
Okay.
o'clock.
No,
8.
it's 9 o'clock.
Oh,
Over in
that
Devil's Land, maybe, but I
David,
mean,
yeah,
here in the Angels world, it's 8 o'clock.
it's 8 o'clock. It's so 8 o'clock.
Oh,
And
it's eight.
I'm
It's
gonna.
not 8 o'clock. It's 8:01 now.
Oh well, he better start the show because I'm about to scoot. I'm gonna do a scoop before the
There
audience
you
come
sit right
in.
there. Cheryl Renee.
No,
Here she goes. Oh, here she goes. Here she goes.
I'm fixing to scoot. I can't. I can't sit.
Coffee in my cup, sun just peeking through. TV glowing in the kitchen like it always do.
Cheryl's laughing first, Jeremy's got that grin, Ryan's talking ports and plans, Ricky's reeling us in.
Go live together, start the day, sailing off while we still stay. They paint that water white and blue from my small town living room view. Go live together, rise and shine, talking trips that feel like mine. From cruise dreams to travel weather, I feel the world when we go live together. There's swapping little secrets on packing light, packing smart. Which deck has the quiet spots where the late night stories start?
Scott's breaking all the tech news with that Scotty J screen star shine. I'm taking notes on napkins while my eggs get cold on the side.
Go live together, start the day, sailing off while we still stay. They paint that water white and blue from my small town living room view. Go live together, rise and shine, talking trips that feel like mine. From cruise dreams to travel weather, I feel the world when we go live together. One day I'll book that cabin bag by the door, heart on my sleeve. Oh, yeah. Till then I'll keep on cruising through that YouTube show, make believe.
Go live together, start the day,
Sailing off while we still stay. They paint that water white and blue from my small town living room view. Go live together, don't let go. You're my map and my talk show road. From cruise news to travel chatter, you bring us all on board. We go live together.
Oh my goodness. Good morning. We have an extra person up here. Rob from Cruise Brothers. Yeah,
Yes.
the extra. He is so extra. He just got back, y'all, from across the pond.
Give me 5. Wait, you're not giving me 5. There we
No,
go.
no, no, no. What about a hug?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
really
you
what
probably
the Lord
need
needs
some
to do.
pain medicine after being on that airplane so long.
Yes.
Thank you.
And how long was it, Rob? How long was your flight?
About 8 hours each way.
Oh, guess what happened, Ryan? You're gonna be really glad to hear this. Jeremy went out. Usually Hannah goes and checks mail, but she's a late riser doing school, being out. Jeremy went outside to the mailbox, and there was a letter from the HOA.
No!
Yes, but it was in our mailbox for our neighbor. And we had been waiting for and her grass was not that tall. She had like by the electricity box, I guess that's what it's called. That's where the grass was. It wasn't in her front yard. It was on the side of her house, and we kept saying, "Oh, she's not going to get a letter from the HOA." And she got a letter. Was it this week or last week? I don't
That
know.
was just yesterday or the day before.
The day before, because
We're making a point to tell Ryan because that was so funny. I'm like, wow, yep, that's what an
It
HOA
said-
letter looks like.
It
Yeah.
says, yeah, we know now what the letter looks like.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like living in neighborhoods.
Yeah. Ours has that little. I'm sure that you want to be all awesome and keep all community standards in mind, and it could have just slipped your mind, but and then they try to do all this flowery crap at the beginning
Oh, but
to
see,
make
we
it not
didn't-
as annoying, and that just annoys me even more.
Right.
but we didn't open it. We just, I told Jeremy, I said, go see which neighbor it is, because the neighbor to our right, she had just paid somebody to get her grass cut. The lady to the left, and she's got a lot of play stuff in the backyard, like, we're setting up, and in our backyard. But it was for her grass, I guess. That's the only thing I can think of other than the cars. She has a lot of cars over there.
Mm-hmm.
And, but she has a lot of cars or a lot of companies or a lot of people staying with her. I don't know which. I really don't. But that was that. Yo, I'm so tired. I was not coming up. I thought I was going to sleep in today. I was going to sleep in. Yeah. I was
a lie.
I was in that mood to sleep in, but it didn't happen.
Y'all know, listen, y'all know how Cheryl's always talking about she's being infringed upon.
Yeah.
She's being infringed upon. She's being, okay, well, boy, have the tables turned. Because from what I hear,
whatever.
Cheryl
Jeremy got
Renee is doing
infringed
the
upon.
infringing. And let me tell listen.
You got so much
I
to
want to
talk
know,
about.
have any of y'all been shopping with Cheryl? Anybody? I mean, have y'all been to the store shopping with her or been online shopping with her?
Only me and Rob have shopped together.
It is a
Rob and I.
production. Okay,
Rob
it is
and
a
I have
complete
been
production. I think I called, right? Yeah, I called y'all to check on Cheryl. An hour and a half later, I'm still on the phone and I am Amazon shopping with Cheryl because Cheryl is getting a mobility scooter. She's getting a mobility scooter. So I had to sit with her for an hour and a half last night while they went through accessories for such mobility scooter. And I'm talking about rim covers. I'm talking about cup holders, the flag thing going behind your seat, an umbrella that covers her while she is vroom vrooming down the porch. I mean, set it up for February. She's gonna be set up.
All for February. I do.
So shopping with Cheryl, I should have done a whole. And by the way, y'all saw me holding up my phone. We're live on TikTok. So
hey TikTok.
What's up,
Hey,
girl?
TikTok.
Hey, TikTok.
Yes.
Jeremy, you better not get on TikTok because then you'll be told that Scotty J is being infringed upon on TikTok.
I know. No, he'll be infringing upon my show because he has policies that he has broken, and as a result, they watch him like a hawk. Every time he gets online.
So I'm on, and if I'm doing a live by myself on TikTok, it's totally fine. I mean, I don't get no dings, I don't get no whatever. But as soon as Jeremy comes up, then they start warning Jeremy.
They warn me about his.
All of my stuff on TikTok is geared for 18 or older. There's no children allowed on my TikTok.
Right.
There you go.
If you have where you allow children, then they're going to tell you you're associating yourself with somebody that's doing adult content.
Right.
That's why they do it. So, yes.
They're like, hey, just so you know, this is a bad boy on TikTok.
But that's what I'm talking about, y'all. Whenever you upload a video, there is a stopping point in the upload process that you really must pay attention to. If your show or your video or anything has anything that might be offensive to kids, let people know. Age restrict your video. Does your video contain sexual-based themes? Does it contain inappropriate language? They break it down for you. And whenever they start paying you, they're going to want you to be honest about it. You know, they're not going to be like, okay, you know, you labeled it as safe for children ads to play on your video, so therefore children, it must be cool, right?
Yes.
No, it's not.
See, I do that just in case. I mean, you know, yeah.
In case something slips out.
I don't ever want to be held, you know, like, oh my God, you said this was for kids. And
yeah. What they're going to do is restrict the ad revenue that you make off of it, because now you restrict the kind of ads that can play on your video. If your stuff is made for general audiences, all ads can play on your video. Sure. If you restrict it to a certain crowd, like the grown-ups, they're only going to play grown-up ads.
Can I ask a question while y'all are talking about that?
Yeah.
Mine is a tech question too.
Oh, right.
Since we're talking about tech, I have a window. This is what's wrong this morning. I have a window of everybody, but I want to know if I click this little square right here, would it widen everybody?
No, it wouldn't do anything except for make our big window, this big blue thing that you see, smaller, and you'll be able to see the scenes over here on the left, and you'll be able to see the nothing over here on the right, because I don't have your chat expanded. But you can see everything you need to see in the current view you're in. You can see the chat and all of us.
I'm gonna have to hire me a producer or something, because see, look,
I need a producer, obviously, because the first 5 minutes of my show last night, I didn't have the microphone plugged in.
Oh my God!
And I should say I threw Mel hard underneath the bus, because that's her office.
Right.
And I'm like, why did you unplug the mic? Why didn't you check? Why do you assume I unplugged it? I'm like, because you're the one who works here. It's your stuff. I was like, my mic is always plugged in. It is always plugged in.
Mm.
So what you're saying is you didn't check over everything before you started.
I did not. And Eddie called me, and I hung up on him. I was like, why is he calling me? He knows I'm on the show. He called me right back. And I'm like, and Mel's like, just answer it live on air. I was like, Eddie, what are you doing? You realize I'm on live? He's like, yeah, but you're muted. All we can hear is your computer sound, but we can't hear you. And I was like, oh.
Oh, man.
And then we get down to the chat, because we hadn't been looking at the chat. There's like 40 messages. Muted.
Well, Ryan, if that helps, Scott also did it too when he was first on the show. Well, I had to call and say, "Hey, this is the tech department calling. We can't hear you."
Yeah, it happens. Yeah. It really does. It happens.
And anyone who's got one of these, notices, although it's cool with the changing thing there, when you're looking at it, this is all you see.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
See the windscreen.
So I couldn't see that it wasn't actually on.
Oh, somebody else did that you listened to.
I mute it by doing this, and it turns red.
Yeah, I see it. See, that would be good if I had something on something else. But
why is he still talking like we can hear him?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just displaying how to mute a mic.
Mute it.
And that just shows you that it works.
Mute it.
Yeah. Jeremy, text messages. Hold on. What? Whoa. Hashtag wait. Let's see. I got a message in the message department.
How many of y'all are still on this week?
I don't have any messages, so it must have been for you.
Anybody still on this weekend?
Good morning, James.
Oh, he's in the
other room.
Yeah. He's like 2,000 feet on the other side.
Oh, you see what Zach wrote? That's so funny. He's taking y'all down. He's taking Ryan down the rabbit hole.
Zach's always down the rabbit hole. He's always. I'm beginning to wonder if he's the rabbit himself.
I don't know, but he can take me down the rabbit hole. I tell you, in a New York minute. And we decided, oh, this is something else that's new.
Oh,
we decided, well, Jeremy is doing the most. He's getting a connect and grow. He's creating a connect and grow.
I thought we weren't talking about it.
Oh,
wow.
we're not talking
I cannot deal with y'all. Y'all can't keep secrets.
Oh, I can.
None of y'all. None. You or Cheryl. Cheryl's got to talk about the connect and grow, and you got to go telling everybody that Scotty ain't going on Unhinged.
I'm not just going to do a connect and grow. You know me. I got to do something else. I got to do something different. The vision is to come on and highlight a particular creator during that hour, just like we always did on Cruising Through Life. We used to do a panel show with people, have them come on and just highlight that creator and talk to that creator for an hour and then let everybody go. That's what I want to do.
Okay, but listen to this. There's a question. Hold on. There's a question in the chat from We Do Travel. They want to know, and each one of you can talk about it. Well, Scotty J got one, but he can talk about it too. And Rob has one. They want to know, how do you juggle multiple channels?
Be creative.
Whatever.
Be creative.
They need
be
to
creative and have ideas going on in all parts of your brain. What part?
No, they've already had it. Yeah. But they got in trouble. For having. Go to that.
Let me pull up the chat. They got in trouble for having multiple channels?
They tell you why.
Hold on.
So
I got a question. How do you juggle multiple channels? YouTube gave me the finger when we did multiple types of travel, road trips, trains, etc. So we just started another channel just for that. Any thoughts? Okay.
This
is what happened to us. This is what happened to us.
Okay, go ahead.
We started Jeremy and Cheryl Cruise Adventures, or JNS Adventures, in 2021. We were doing everything. It's going well. Then Cheryl says, I want to start my own channel. And so what we did was we did cruise and travel on both channels. But I found that if you do two channels of the same time, you run out of content, or you run out of the idea of where to put the content. Now, her channel, Cruising is Fun Anytime, has surpassed mine in engagement, in everything, because of who she is. This is the ultimate sharer. Okay. Like Scotty J said, she can't keep nothing. As soon as she gets it, it's got to go 8 different ways. That is why Cruising is Fun Anytime has twice the amount of subscribers, twice the amount of watch time. It is half the age, and it's doing well.
But
so whenever you do this, that just goes to show.
And I hustle. And by hustle, I go to people's chat that it's out of my niche. This week, I went into one of the guys, Big Rooster. He has a show on Fridays or Saturdays, and where he just talks to people. And I met him through another person, Motivational Joe, Joe the Motivator. That's what it was, Joe the Motivator. And he would put out motivation things for YouTubers. You know, he would tell you, if you don't put anything in your channel, you can't get nothing out, which is true. So what I did, I went into Big Rooster's channel, and guess what? All he was doing, this is it, I'm telling you, he was going to In-N-Out Burger in his area. And it's really funny when I talk to people that I normally don't go into their chat, you know, like frequently, like I do you all's. He said, cruising, let me tell you, I was down in Texas. And I said, man, how do you know I'm in Texas? But I guess that means that he's listening, coming in, listening to our chat. and well, our show, and he knows where I'm from. And we started talking. He had a lot of people in there, a lot of people. A lot of people went to watch him sit down in his car and watch In and Out Burger. I mean, eat In and Out Burger. I tell you.
Yep.
And it was good. It looked good, and I tell you, I wish I had that burger, but it didn't have all the things I like on it, like lettuce, tomato. I didn't see it anyway. But I watched him. You see, that's what I mean. I get out of my niche, and I hustle other niches, like Spider-Man. You know, like not the Spider-Man Parker guy, not that guy.
Mark the Spider Guy. That's the name of the YouTube channel. Mark.
Oh yeah, he's from the UK, and he does spiders, nothing but spiders. He has spider cages all around him, and the spiders of all sizes are in that surround him. It's like an aquarium. He's got a bunch of aquariums all around him, like you go into a pet shop, and he comes on at 2 or 3 o'clock my time, and I just go over there. You know, I'm gonna tell you something else I do. I go in there to Rich New Design. Y'all probably don't know him, but
real quick, he works with Adobe products. He all the way from Premiere to After Effects to everything. He will teach you Adobe inside and out. If you want to know how to level up your game and you want to work with Adobe, Rich New Design. He is a professional. He does this stuff, and he creates stuff for people, and he sells art. He sells digital art. So this is what I'm telling you. This is not. If you want to work with Adobe After Effects, especially, go check that out. Go learn it.
Go check him out, because he also does his own music.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, here's the deal. Here's the deal. I'm telling y'all. He also smokes things, and you might feel a little blown away when you leave his chat.
You'd definitely be relaxed. That is for sure.
Because he smokes on camera, but he's out of my niche,
right?
And I've subscribed to him, and I turned Jeremy on to him, because Jeremy, the reason why I told Jeremy about it was because I liked, he was at behind him. This is what he can do. Mm-hmm. This guy behind him, he can, and his wife knows how to do these things. His wife is the one that make the cartoon characters and all of this.
He comes on screen talking as an avatar.
Yes.
That's how smart Rich New Design and his wife are. I'm serious. They know how to do it all.
Yeah.
3D live vector talking face. That's cool. Custom. They know how to do all of that. They work with Blender. They work with 3D modeling, all of that.
Yeah, they got one of their backgrounds showed them at a party, mm-hmm. and the people behind them are moving.
Yeah, they're dancing. It's a motion background, kind of like we do here, but he does it with all Adobe products. That's what he uses, is Adobe.
Yeah, and that's fascinating to me. Yeah. You know, I like to watch stuff like that. That's why and then if it's really something really, really good, you know what I do? Jeremy. Or I tell Ziggy, make an announcement. Tell Jeremy to come here. I do this. I really, really do. And I'm just telling you a little bit about the people that I've watched.
Jennifer, you know, I thought she was too, but she's the one that wakes up in the middle of the night and catches me watching tech videos. Okay, I was watching, as I dove further into AI, I was watching a series of videos in the middle of the night, and woke her up, and she was like, I don't understand anything that's being said. And I'm like, well, you know, you kind of had to follow it from the beginning, because they were deep off into the teaching by the time she woke up. So yeah, I'm a sponge. I'm an information sponge. And the more I learn, the more I'm going to give y'all. So that's what I'm saying. Be creative. If you are so creative that you are itching to do some more stuff, but you can't seem to fit it into one channel, start another one. But remember how much work you had to do to get to that point on your first channel. Remember everything that it took, because that's what it's going to take, and even more to do the second channel. Myself, I have 4 channels that I manage, and now I just introduced a 5th one. That's because I have different things for different shows for different channels, different things that I do. Jeremy and Cheryl and Cruising is Fun is all the same. So that's why I'm run the show on both. I'm heavily leaning on the show to keep Jeremy and Cheryl alive over here.
You wrote a message.
Yeah.
There wasn't no message. And last night on Ryan's show, he talked about those things.
All that
he talked about everything.
Yep.
He went from the beginning, and he talked about it and had pictures, demonstrations, I guess I should say, illustrations. He and Mel. He talked about it, and then he showed you, and one of them, he clicked on stuff. See, it was above my pay grade. So I know he was clicking. And then Mel would say something at the end, but he was doing most of the talking on the thing that they were doing.
I lost my voice because I had a training session for 2 hours yesterday at work on top of that almost 2 hours live last night.
Right. Good show. I listened to it while I was building some stuff on OBS, and it's a good tech show. I was like, yeah, I hear you, man. Yep, he's clicking this, he's clicking that, and he's going to click that. Watch this. Boom. I'm like, yep, that's what you did. Yeah. But good presentation on Suno, and thank you for giving me a shout out during your show. I really appreciate that.
My pleasure, sir.
Yeah, but see, these guys, they know tech. Scott, the mustard drill, is in here. He knows tech. But
Scott's even way higher than we are when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah, the more and more I talk to Scott, the more and more I feel like a kindergartner. Okay, right. It's like I have people.
I press this button. Don't press that button.
I have people that I teach, but then I have people that teach me, and Scott is one of them. I trust his opinion on everything tech. Everything tech.
You know what? Can I tell y'all a secret? I'm using another cup. You know, I told you I had a good cup over there, my lemon and orange cup. I got this big strawberry cup. Guess what? I'm going to be in a wet cheat contest if I keep doing wet t-shirt.
Oh, speaking of which, Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla put out a post.
Yes, they did.
They put out a post.
But I showed you that post. See, I'm the shower.
You did. You were a shower and a teller.
And Jim,
and I'm a teller. Okay, listen.
Gypsy
and the Vanilla Gorilla put out a post that says, and I quote, Gypsy is on the list of block words that we all add to our channels. Okay, so if you don't see Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla in your chat, it's because you have blocked them out unintentionally with your list of block words. I checked my list of block words, and it is not on my list. So if you got it from the link that I sent you, you're safe. But if you got it from somewhere else, check your blocks word list and get Gypsy off of it. That way Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla can come in and say hi.
The word gypsy is blocked.
Take that word out, because apparently somebody back in the day found that word potentially offensive and they added it to that list.
Yeah, and he does come in our chat, you know, as a person that does the replay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so and he does leave a message, you know. Yep. But for you all, I don't know what I was going to say for you all, but for you all, welcome in.
Peach is in the house. She was watering a garden this morning. Forgot she was on live.
Who? Peach?
Yeah, she forgot she was on live. She came and picked up the phone. She was like, "Oh, hey." Yep. She was out there watered and talking about the strawberries. She say, and I quote, "I have too many strawberries. I'm gonna have to pull some up." And I'm like, "No, our strawberries didn't even come in." And so it's like
Mike Chaotic Gardner. You know what I'm talking about, Peach.
Mike Chaotic Gardening.
Yeah. He told me yesterday in Can't Stop Walking's live stream that it depends on the strawberries that you put to grow, and whether you it depends on the strawberries. And he asked me what type of strawberry was it. I told him I didn't know, which I didn't know. But we have to wait because different strawberries grow in at different times. Now I saw Crooked Peach, which is Meredith. I saw her pull her strawberries up, and they look healthy. They look good, and I can't wait till ours come up. But everything else is coming up. Our green beans, our lettuce, our romaine lettuce. That must be the easiest thing to grow because
romaine is really taking over. I don't know that I should have used the whole pack of seeds, but yeah,
and I told her how. I mean, I didn't tell her. Yeah, and our tomatoes are coming up. And I told Jeremy, I said, because we got the trellis thing too. You got it made yours out of a stick. We bought a couple because of what we are growing back there. I told Jeremy, I said, no, what Peach did was she just put it to the trellis and it stuck to it. And I showed him, and it
grows up. It grows up the pole. She was showing the bean poles this morning too. I'm telling you. Yeah, I used the whole pack. Yeah, I did. I used the whole pack. We got romaine. It's stacked on top of romaine. I think it's just too much in there. I do. But yeah, it's growing for sure. It's about this tall too.
Yeah, it's growing. The romaine. Oh, and the onions are coming up. Oh my God. I showed Hannah. I said, look, Hannah, those are onions on that. The onions are coming up on the onion.
Is that the one that looked like grass? Is that green onions out there?
It's the one right by the door that has.
Yeah, it looks like pretty grass coming up.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome into Go Live Together. We are your morning team. I am Jeremy. Right above me is Ryan and Rob. Beyond them is Cheryl and Scotty J. Good morning, #Team Replay. If you are here for that reason, first of all, thank you guys so much for coming in to this episode today, and welcome in for the live chat. Good morning. Yeah, you're gonna have to thin that out, but that's my least favorite part of being a plant murder. But you have to gotta do it, or you're going to get little microgreen lettuces. Okay, well, I got to do some replanting then. Thank you. We can have a lot of romaine. I think we should do that. Transplant some stuff. That's the one that looks like little grass. Oh my God, the whole lot. Yeah. I know. It did. Crooked Peach, but this is our first go. This is her first go around.
This is my first go around planting, and I did it because I got mad. I had to send my grandson, who's in Arizona for the first semester of his college at ASU, some groceries. And as I was looking at Amazon Fresh, we can't get Amazon Fresh because it's still, they consider this a rural area. And so his red bell pepper is 25 cents in Arizona. My red bell pepper is $1 and almost $2 at Walmart. And I can't understand this. So I got mad and I started buying seeds after seeds after seeds. And I said, I'm just going to grow what I need to cook. And, you know, the onions are coming in, so I can just pull off the onions. Oh, they're out. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to be distracted. That's why Jeremy, let me tell you, he closed the blinds, but Liberty Garden by the people.
Hashtag Liberty Garden. We need to be fighting a war on hunger like that and start just growing stuff.
And that's what we did. I refused to pay those prices in the store.
For the people, by the people.
Turn your front yard into a garden.
But the HOA would send us a letter.
They would kill us.
That's what you
I'm
get.
looking for raised beds. I'm looking for like a raised bed garden, like a big one. I want to do that next year. We got little bitty pots. That's all we're growing stuff in. But next year, I'm gonna have a raised bed.
They're not little.
A whole lot of stuff.
You make them seem like it's real little. They're not this big, but they're about this big.
They're 4 feet wide.
They're heavy.
Look at them galvanized.
They're too heavy for me.
Yeah.
Hey, Jennifer. Wait, what did this say?
She said, "That's what's up, Cheryl. It gets better every year."
Yeah, I'm gonna get better every year. Every year, but we got basil back there. Yes, we got all of that.
The basil looks like it's about ready.
Yeah.
Yep. But the goats got the goats ate the veggies. Oh my goodness!
Oh yeah, Jennifer, you like goats?
Veggie goats.
Hey, Jennifer, girl, when are you going overseas? Rob just got back.
She's going next year.
Oh yeah, that's right, 2026.
Yeah, me and her have been chatting a bit back and forth.
That'll work.
I'm finally going overseas next year too. September, we're doing that British Isle cruise, the 12-day.
Nice.
British Isles. I've always wanted to go.
Yep.
Yep.
So we're going to hit Scotland and Ireland, all the major places there, with a little jaunt in France. Luckily, we're in France for like 13 hours because it's like 2 hours or something like that to get from the port into Paris.
Pizza.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, get to pizza, yeah.
And it's about $250 too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're definitely going to do that. We'll go. I want to go into the Louvre just to say I've seen the Mona Lisa with my own eyes, even if it's
exactly.
But hey, I've seen it with my own eyes, kind of thing. And then Mel wants to go to the Eiffel or the Eiffel Tower.
Yep.
That was an option for my upcoming one, but I kind of took that one out because it's 3 hours each way and it's a 10-hour day. So
that's where they're going too, Ryan.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
We're going to be on the Majestic Princess, and I want to say it's like the second week of September or something like that. And it's going to be, like Cork and Dublin, and Inverness and Edinburgh, and one of the there's some sort of islands that are right off Scotland.
That's a great itinerary. Itinerary.
And like every single one is like, 11 and a half to 13 hours in port, every single one. So it's not like a little 6-hour jaunt kind of thing, which is going to be amazing because I want to go to the Highlands to go to the some of the Scotch factories and stuff like that, Glenfiddich or Glenlivet factory, or see if they've got like a tour or something for that. That would
Doers. Do it for the people, man. Do it for the people. I would watch that, and I would give you another replay. I would watch that. Find the Doers factory.
There we go.
Find out why it knocked me out.
Well, Ryan has a question, and he just said it, and I can't remember.
Majestic Princess. It's a Majestic Princess. Yeah, that's
Majestic Princess.
That's going to be a good cruise.
It's our first. It'll be our first trip on Princess.
Oh, you will love it. You will love it. And let me tell you why I know you would love it, because we were in the suite, but Ricky was not, and he liked it. He didn't have anything really bad to say about it. Some of the food was different than what we had, and that was the only difference that Okay, Jennifer's
we've toured probably 4 different princess ships, and all of the tours that we've taken, we've eaten in the main dining room. And I know it's a small sampling, but we have not had a bad meal yet on a tour.
Right.
That we've gone to. So I can only imagine
we
what
did
it's
not
like.
have a bad meal on
Max!
Regal. Yeah, Max is in the house.
Okay. And it says they're going to Jennifer, Ireland, Scotland, England, Amsterdam, Belgium, and France, round trip out of Southampton.
There you go. Yeah, that's definitely a different itinerary than.
That's a good itinerary.
That's a good one too. Yeah, let me.
Yeah, that's a very good itinerary. I would love that itinerary. I love it. And
ours is
a group
round trip.
Going with.
Yeah, we're round trip from Southampton as well. It's Falmouth, Cornwall, England, then Cork, Ireland, Dublin, Ireland, Belfast, Ireland, Glasgow, Scotland.
Oh God, yes.
Sea Day, the Orkney Islands in Scotland, Invergordon, which is Inverness and Loch Ness in Scotland, then Edinburgh, then a day at sea, and then Le Havre to do the transfer to Paris.
Yeah.
So that's
it's
our
2
trip.
hours there and 2 hours back. Yeah.
Yeah. Which means I need to bring a movie to watch on the bus ride.
Yeah.
Or I can't bring my laptop, do some video editing.
Or you can bring a camera and give it some footage.
That's what I was thinking.
I've got a new like suction cup thing too that's reusable, so I'll just stick it on the door and time lapse the drive to see the countryside as we go.
Oh God, that's gonna be
time kind of thing.
I do that with the cruise ship too. Whenever we're leaving Cozumel, almost every time as I get a time lapse sail away.
Nice.
I just leave the camera in the window, and that's it. Just pass out, because by then we've had our blue iguana. We're back at the room. She's in bed. Hannah's over there watching a movie, and they're about to pass out. That's what's happening during this video. Yep, that's facts.
And Scotland is very beautiful. Very beautiful hillside, green grass, and just beautiful.
Yep.
Ship, people that tend ship, and sheep, not ships. Sheep.
I tend cruise ships on the side. If anybody wants to hire me, I'll tend their cruise ship for them. I'll make sure that all is well.
No. Sounds amazing.
100 millimeters. Rob, can we get a Canadian conversion here?
What are we converting?
100 millimeters to American. 100 millimeters into American.
All right.
Thank you, Jennifer.
So you want 100 milliliters to the ounce?
Thank you, Jennifer.
No, not milliliters, millimeters to the inch.
Just under 4 inches.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
That's 3.94. That is a lot of rain.
That is.
4 inches of rain. Shoot. What does one do whenever it rains a lot?
Who, Jennifer, got that much? Because it rained down there a lot. I still watch.
What's up, Doris? You're just wandering this morning, honey.
I do. I still watch
this rain too. Yeah, she was out watering the plants this morning. She needs rain.
This is what I have going on right now.
Mm-hmm. There's the Peachosaurus Rex, y'all. What's up?
What you doing?
There.
She's animated for something.
That's the girly. Yeah, she wants some bacon. That's what she wants.
I'm gonna say it loud.
Yeah, go get it. Either that or go catch it.
Yeah, she's begging for something.
I just gave her watermelon treat. Oh, she's happy about something. She wants it. What do you want? You want bacon?
Oh yeah, she wants bacon.
All right, let's go get you a little piece of something.
Hey, Peachy, Vevuda. Vevuda. Go get it.
Right. Come on, girlfriend. Yeah, she's all animated.
Okay, you can go ahead. Is it news
It
time?
is news time. Let's run this video.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. In the cruise news today, Carnival cruise guests are now receiving data breach notifications.
What does that mean?
That means all of our personal information, including our passports, IDs, addresses, phone numbers, email addresses, and everything that Carnival has is now in the hands of attackers. That's right. Millions of people have begun receiving emails from Carnival Corporation, the parent company of Carnival Cruise Line, informing them that their personal data was leaked in a cyber attack earlier this year. And believe me, we're customers of 2 of their cruise lines, so I'm concerned. The Miami-based cruise company has also issued a notice on its website. Unfortunately, we are writing to inform you that a recent cybersecurity event affecting certain of your personal information, the company wrote in the notice, that is grammatically incorrect. They should have done something about that. We have been conducting a thorough and time-consuming analysis of the impacted data to determine what personal information it contained and to whom that information belongs. CruiseHive reported on the original attack as news broke in mid-April this year. At that time, it was reported that more than 8.7 million records had been stolen by the extortion group Shiny Hunters, but it was unknown how much of that was personal data versus corporate data. This escalated when, by the end of April, 3 lawsuits were already filed against the cruise line, accusing them of negligence in the handling of customers' personal data. On May 27th, the company disclosed the exact number of impacted people to U.S. authorities: 5,995,277 people. That is awfully specific number. Now, how are you going to come up with this number and not know whose records was affected? How you gonna know that? Make it make sense.
I can make it make sense.
Okay.
Where are you at?
I had to do away with my video because whenever I scroll a web page over here on my Mac, it freezes my face, and I got a weird look on my face. I'm still here. You just can't see me.
All right.
Okay, I can make sense. Here goes.
Oh no.
For instance, everybody told me when I got my rollator that and I know somebody's going to say this has nothing to do with that story, but it does. They said that I couldn't have rims or colorful things on my rollator wheels, tires. But guess what? I found out that a wheelchair can. So I am thinking that I can cut up part of that wheel covering and put it on my scooter and scoot around.
Listen, y'all, I promise you the next thing that we're going to hear about Cheryl and her mobility scooter is that she's getting a lift kit for it. I swear to you. I swear. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for Jeremy to be like, babe wants a lift kit on her mobility scooter.
Well, don't be surprised if I come at you from a one of those like window tint car places, because what originally started the whole conversation was a question. Okay. What was that question?
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
She asked, and I quote, this is why I called Scotty J to begin with. He didn't tell you none of this.
What?
The reason why I called you in the first place is because of what she said and what she asked. If I get a mobility scooter, or when I get my mobility scooter, you know that thing that you have, the steering wheel cover in the car? Can I put that?
You're right.
On my mobility scooter? And I said, no, it's not going to work. it don't have a steering wheel.
She's going to be driving the Indy 500.
Right.
I keep trying to tell her she's not going to have a steering wheel on there.
And see, why would they not put a steering wheel on a mobility?
Because Cheryl can't drive.
Right.
And evidently those people that are falling in the water from their scooter can't drive either.
Oh my
I
God.
bet you they had wearing. I bet you somebody put steering wheels on their mobility scooters. That's
I wonder if that can happen. I really do.
There's too many controls in the handlebar.
Too many controls.
Yeah, there's controls in the handlebar. That's how you go forward, backward, honk the horn, turn the lights on, turn the scooter on, all of that.
It's just people getting too excited.
All of that is right there in the handlebars. If you do away with all of that, then you can't go nowhere. I am in the background, Linda. Hang on, let me read the rest of this story. According to the notice, Carnival has been hard at work enhancing and further safeguarding its cybersecurity systems, though that's little consolation to the nearly 6 million people already affected. For them, Carnival is offering a free 24-month subscription to TransUnion's credit monitoring service. With the provided activation code, guests can register for free at TransUnion by August 31st, 2026. This service monitors your credit and flags potential fraud or suspicious activity. Carnival Corporation has also set up a dedicated call center for questions about the data breach and the TransUnion services offered. While Carnival is taking these actions, they still warn impacted people to be vigilant and aware of identity theft and other cyber threats.
I don't need that because I'm not going to be outside.
She's trying to pimp out her ride.
Yeah, she is. She's still looking for stuff.
For an hour and a half last night. That's what we were doing.
Yep.
And guess what? They have, but I'm not going to be out in the rain. They have the cover so your hands won't get wet. And if you're riding in the rain, your controls won't get wet. But I'm not going to ever be out in the rain, so I don't need that. So I'm done. I'm not going to talk about anything else other than, hey, y'all, late to the party. Well, hey, Keith. I mean, he's a gambler, y'all. He was on Foodies.
Here we go.
Casino show. Okay, I'm done. I'm done.
I'm back. Okay, but I was waiting, but no. Go ahead.
Okay, go with the story. It's another news story. I'm gonna be quiet because I'm gonna play with my thing right here. The thing that I squeeze and pick it up and down. Oh, I can't.
Oh, Lord have mercy on us.
Here we go.
It is. It's this thing right here that I
Y'all gotta see what
do like this.
Hold
Okay, I'm done. Okay, what's the next story? Because I feel that there's some stories that I need to hear. Listen.
Disney Cruise Line. Hey, TikTok. Disney Cruise Line rolls out stricter rules for alcohol, decorations, and prohibited items.
I can't hold my thing. But it keeps flying out of my hand. Okay, go ahead. That's Scotty J taking me down a rabbit hole. It is not me. I am not.
Always Scotty J's fault.
I am not by myself. I am not the one.
Jeremy, go ahead. I know you're dying.
And Scott, I mean Zach has been very quiet in the chat.
But not Cheryl.
He is not taking me down the rabbit hole. Okay. I'm done.
Disney Cruise Line is introducing several new controversial policies aboard its ships going into effect starting June 3rd. The cruise line quietly updated its prohibited items FAQ page on Thursday, reflecting the new policies. First on the cruise line's change list is a major adjustment to its outside alcohol policy. Prior to the update, guests were allowed to bring in 2 bottles of wine on board at embarkation, plus 1 additional bottle purchased in each visited port. Now guests are only permitted to bring a single bottle of wine aboard at embarkation for the entire duration of the cruise.
Even if it's 2 people or 3 people or 4 people in the room?
I don't know yet. Guests are only permitted to bring a single bottle of wine. I'm assuming that's per person, but let's read further. Disney cruisers spread quickly across social media, sharing their woes. One Reddit user lamented, "Another cash grab at the expense of the customer's experience. Sigh." We have a 9-night cruise in the Mediterranean in 2 weeks, said another. We used to pick up a bottle or two in ports. Now we get one bottle of wine for the whole trip. Under the new rules, guests technically are still permitted to purchase alcohol in port, but that alcohol cannot be brought to your stateroom and will be held by the cruise line until the end of the voyage. Now you know how Carnival Cruise guests feel. Now you know how Carnival Cruise guests feel because that's exactly their wine and beverage policy. You can only bring one bottle of wine per grown-up for the entire cruise. And if you buy liquor while you're on the cruise, they keep it until the end of the cruise.
That's good.
MSC is not like that. I'm here to tell you, MSC is not like that.
But I mean, you got to sit here and think, okay, so would you carry your own bottle of wine into a wine bar that you're going to?
No, but I would take it to dinner, which we have. We have given our bottle of wine to our dining staff because we used to do timed dining. We used to go to early dining. So we would give our bottle of wine to the wait staff, and they would bring it out chilled every night and pour my wine. Well, she don't drink wine. So therefore, whenever she and I brought our wine, I had 2 bottles to myself per sailing. And it's still like that, so that's what we do with the wine. As far as going to a bar is concerned, no, you don't bring your own drinks to the bar. Naturally, you wouldn't do that. But people drink wine in the room like us. We'll bring a 12-pack of Sprite and a bottle of white wine, and I make wine spritzers in the evening time. She will drink those if I make them in the room, and that's why we do it. But yeah, Disney, I don't know that we're ever going on Disney, so this does not affect us, but I know that some of the viewers do. So yeah, that's the deal. You cannot do that. Also, in more news, here it is: the door decorations. You're welcome,
Disney.
Yeah, you're welcome to personalize your stateroom door with a tasteful magnetic sign for a celebration, or simply add a touch of fun. The updated FAQ reads: to ensure an enjoyable experience for all of our guests, please take note of the following guidelines for decorating your stateroom door. Decorations are now limited exclusively to the door itself. Guests may not add decoration to the corridor walls or ceilings. Those who want to show off their decorating skills are sure to be let down by the news that their canvas has shrunk considerably. But this change is less likely to do with limiting fun and more to do with safety. Bulky items in corridors can possibly inhibit movement or trip guests in the case of an emergency evacuation.
Definitely that craft paper or that tissue paper is going to freaking stop someone from getting off the ship. I'm glad they did that change.
And also the the spider webs in 2.0. When did we decorate our door? That was 1.0, and we had to bail out of that situation right there. It was just too much. We brought too much. But yeah, it says, okay, guests who choose to decorate the cabin doors should keep in mind that the other rules and regulations Disney already has in place concerning these things, which is tape and adhesives are strictly prohibited, as is over-the-door hanging decor. While magnets are okay, they will not work with vessels that have wooden doors such as Disney Fantasy and Disney Dream. If you choose to use tape or other adhesives in spite of the prohibition, you do so at your own risk, as damaging the stateroom doors as a result comes with a $100 fee per incident. Selfie sticks have been added to the prohibited items list.
Why?
Tripods and other extending poles have also been added to the cruise line's prohibited list. While these photo extension devices are not totally banned, they must remain retracted on board and cannot exceed 18 inches in length. Mike, you might want to pay attention on this one. I think this story is for you.
Mike has a big stick.
Mike has a big stick. Who got a big stick? Mike got a big stick. Yep, this is for you. Provided those restrictions are followed, selfie sticks, tripods, and other extended camera accessories may be used on board, but it cannot exceed 18 inches. That's the rule. Yes. So that's the deal. That's the whole story.
Cruise lines are going to follow like Carnival. They're going to follow for people that are creators that go on there. They're going to follow that same thing about the extension of you.
Absolutely.
Jeremy, look at Travel Yes We Can See.
Travel Yes We See.
Good morning.
Tennessee changed their rules. I've been on Seascape twice in Miami and World America. You can't bring anything on the ship, including soda. Okay, so we sailed out of Galveston. We did not sail out of Miami. We sailed out of Galveston on the Seascape on a 7-day Western Caribbean itinerary.
With Rick and some more creators.
We did not bring anything onto the ship because that was our understanding. Okay, we did not bring nothing. No sodas, no wine, no nothing. Okay, when we got there, it was made known to us because now we're buying. Hang on, I got to kill down this window. Oh my God, hang on, I got to do something, y'all.
Okay, now that he's doing that, we did not bring soda because we called MSC and MSC said, no, you cannot bring it. But when we got there, it was a different story.
It was. We bought 2 bottles of liquor or 3 bottles of liquor for $55. That was a real good deal. Okay, it was. I got my Johnny Walker Red. We got the Bacardi Gold, and we got another one. Okay, that was a great deal. But what they told me, and that was really weird, it says, okay, you can pick up your liquor at the liquor store on the last sea day. You can go as early as they open up and grab a whole bottle of liquor or whatever liquor you bought during the entire sailing and bring it back to your stateroom.
Right.
That's how they do that. Plus, whenever we went to Cozumel or, whatever, there was not a beverage collection table for us to visit whenever you get back from the port. Okay. So they don't collect the liquor either. That's our experience on the Seascape that we had when we went.
Yeah. And when you get off, there's no table for you to go pay your taxes on your liquor because Galveston gotta have it. They gotta have every bit.
TABC's got to get theirs for sure.
Yeah, there was no table for that. So everybody just walked past. You had liquor in your suitcase. You just walked past because they weren't there to help or take your liquor or anything. So,
and while you talk about that, to my understanding, and don't fully quote me, do your own research. Canadians don't have to pay those taxes because we are taking off back home. So we don't have to pay that Texas tax on the alcohol and tobacco.
Because you would have to pay it twice then, right?
If we are over the limit.
Right.
Okay. But no, there's nobody there on MSC side now. But on the Carnival side, there is someone there, but you stop at your own discretion. I'm not saying don't stop. I'm not saying to stop. But, if it's in your suitcase and you're already out the door,
it's too late.
It's too late to pay it.
Yeah. So since we're talking a bit about that, on 3.0, I can't remember what port it was, but Justin bought himself a bottle of wine or some type of alcohol. When we got back on board, we got directed to go over to the table to drop off.
Right.
Drop it off. Well, there, behold, no one was there at all, and we had to ask for someone to come so we can do what we need to do. And we were there for at least 10, 15 minutes. Now, the question I throw out there is...
Why did you wait?
Why did you wait?
That's the best
question. He's a responsible cruiser.
Why did you wait?
Thank you, Ryan.
Best question to ask in that moment.
Your other creators up here would not have waited.
Listen, sometimes
I would have waited a hot second. Said, "Okay, I did my due diligence. Onward."
Listen, this is on the cruise line. This is on the cruise line. Number one, because when I'm expected to punch in and be at work and at my station to do my job, That's where I'm expected to be. The cruise line told that worker to be there. That worker was not there. That is on them. That is not on you.
So, what
He
is
got
stopping me
pulled away
from-
to hell.
It makes sense.
Nothing. You should. That was your opportunity. I mean, that was your.
To leave.
That was my golden opportunity.
do like the act lost, like most cruisers do. Just like,
There's nobody here. I'm going to my cabin.
I guess the check-in desk is down a little further.
Yeah.
In my
we would have done.
room.
Yeah, in the stateroom. That's where it's located.
I would have had
We had
Jeremy.
the little bitty bottles. We had the little bitty bottles in a shopping bag coming out of duty free on my first cruise, going back onto a Carnival ship to the Breeze. They put my bag through the scanner. They saw whatever was in my bag through the scanner. They did not direct me to go to the table. I grabbed my backpack and I walked back to the stateroom. We had about 8 of those little bitty bottles of liquor in that bag. 8 of them. They don't care unless you go bring in a whole fifth or a half a gallon. They really just don't care.
It's just that they didn't catch it. They didn't catch it. That's
Right.
all.
You know, that person should have been at work. I'm expected to be on and popping and logged in and there whenever my job is to protect people from getting overly drunk. I would take that seriously. You know, but that person didn't.
They even had to call them.
Yeah.
And you want to know what they did? They came down, logged it, bagged it, did the little thing, took it, and as we were leaving, they were leaving too.
Terrible.
They left the post again.
Yeah, because that's not good. That's not good at all. No. All right, Ryan. We're gonna wrap it up soon.
What time is it?
It is past time, ladies and gentlemen. It is 9:07, which means that Vicky has been live for a long time. So y'all get on over there and join the fun. Leave a hashtag GLT raid in her chat. Thank you, Rob, for coming in. Scotty, thank you for gracing us with your presence today. And you guys take care of one another. Be sure to take care of yourselves. Hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't done it.
Hold on. I have something to say. I need Scotty J to end the show. Now, I put you on the spot.
And in the one
Thank
MC.
you, everybody, for coming in to go live together this morning. We love each and every one of you. Dang, why did you put me on the spot?
Already said it.
Go out and have a great day on purpose. Bye now.
Bye.
Okay, Anthony, I see it. I would have done the same thing. I'm with you on this one. He said, I went to the collection table once. The worker looked up at my purchase and told me to be careful going back to my cabin. I gave him a thumbs up and thanked him. I would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
Right up. Anyway, bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Chicken grease.
Have a great day, Zach, with Ty.
Coffee in my cup, sun just peeking through. TV glowing in the kitchen like it always do.
Cheryl's laughing first. Jeremy's got that grin. Ryan's talking ports and plans. Ricky's reeling us in.
Go live together, start the day, sailing off while we still stay. They paint that water white and blue from my small town living room view. Go live together, rise and shine, talking trips that feel like mine. From cruise dreams to travel weather, I feel the world when we go live together. There's swapping little secrets on packing light, packing smart. Which deck has the quiet spots where the late night stories start?
Scott's breaking all the tech news with that Scotty J screen star shine. I'm taking notes on napkins while my eggs get cold on the side.
Go live together, start the day, sailing off while we still stay. They paint that water white and blue from my small town living room view. Go live together, rise and shine, talking trips that feel like mine. From cruise dreams to travel weather, I feel the world when we go live together. One day I'll book that cabin back by the door, heart on my sleeve. Oh, yeah. Till then I'll keep on cruising through that YouTube show make believe.
Go live together, start the day,
Sailing off while we still stay. They paint that water white and blue from my small town living room view. Go live together, don't let go. You're my map and my talk show road. From cruise news to travel chatter, you bring us all